Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
It's time! 17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan open. Chicago with the lead. Harper got a piece of it. It comes off. The Chicago Bulls have won their 6th NBA championship.
Tying run at second, 2 out. Palmero over the head of Jenks. Uribe charges, throws, out! And the White Sox have won the World Series.
To the far side around the 8-yard line to Hester. Under it and to the middle with the 15 to the 20. Breaks free of the 25 to the 30 to the outside. 40 midfield. 40 30 to the coast. 20 15 Hester 5. Oh! Touchdown!
Slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it toward Rizzo. It's in time. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to Shawn and Maya in the morning on this TGI Mickey Ficky Friday. It's the weekend. It's the holiday weekend, baby. And I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra. Thanks for tuning in. If you're watching us on Facebook Live, well, then I guess you found us on Facebook. And if you're not following us on Facebook, what? Listen, go to Facebook Zone Chicago, click the like button, and now you're following Sports Zone Chicago. Simple. But wait, there's more. Go to the show's page. Go to Shawn and Maya in the morning, like that page as well. So not only will you be following Sports Zone Chicago, but you'll be following Shawn and Maya as well. If you're watching us on our YouTube channel, excellent. And if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, for real. All right, well, listen. Go to YouTube. Type in Sports Zone Chicago. Click the subscribe button. Click the notification button. That's the little bell right next to it. Okay? That'll let you know anytime a show from Sports Zone Chicago is going live. All right? Get it? Got it? Good. If you're watching this on our mobile app, yay. Wait, please don't tell me you didn't know we had a mobile app. Come on, man. What'd you problem is? What the problem, man? What you problem is, man, listen, we got a mobile app. So wherever you get your apps from, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you get your apps from. All right, you go to iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Walmart, Kmart, 7-Eleven, Zayre, Zemsky, Macy, Montgomery Wards, Woolworth, Venture, wherever you get them from. You go there, you type in Sports Zone Chicago, you download it. You take us with you on the go. So not only do you get Shawn and Maya in the morning 3 days a week, not only do you get our other live shows throughout the week, not only are they archived there like they are on Facebook and YouTube, but I'll tell you what, we give you a slew. And I mean a slew of articles, thanks to my man Clarence Council III. Big up to Clarence for keeping you abreast of all articles Chicago sports related. And if you're watching us on our Roku channel, I like that kind of party, baby. If you didn't know, you better ask somebody. Sports Zone Chicago, we have our own Roku channel, baby. What is wrong with you? Where you been? We have our own Roku channel. So listen, if you have a Roku television in the house, do us a favor. All right, download Sports Zone Chicago's town right there, right smack dab in the middle of Netflix, Apple, Hulu. Oh, snap. Stars. I got to do Power, Book 3, Raising Canaan, Season 3. Yeah, Episode 3 today. Yeah. Oh, I got something to watch after the show. Yay. But download us. All right, watch us on the big screen. Hell, we're on the big screen, right? Mickey Ficky now. Now, you can also tweet the show. You can tweet us at Sports Zone Shy. That's CHI at Sports Zone Shy. Now, if you want to follow me, just me, personally online. You want to know what I did? Well, let me tell you what I did. You want to know what I did? Well, here's what I did. I made it nice and easy for you folks. Nice and easy. One handle for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok. All one handle at The Shawn Sierra. If you want to follow my lovely co-host, Maya Akai, you can follow her on Facebook and Twitter at The Sports Chica. If you want to follow her on Instagram because you're an IGer and you do it just for the gram, well, just follow her at Maya_Akai. It's MAYA_AKAI. Man, we have an awesome show for you, but I need you to get interactive. So whatever platform you're watching us on, whether it's Facebook, whether it's YouTube, whether it's our mobile app, leave a question or comment on that platform. It'll come up here in a thread. We'll put it up on the screen. We'll incorporate it into the show. And that, my peoples, all the peoples, That is the reason this is the #1 Chicago sports morning talk show around you. So bring them all, baby. We want the questions, comments, smart ass remarks, because ain't nobody scared over here. Like The Rock said, baby, don't sing it, just bring it. See who's in the chat already. Cornelius Squalls in the Mickey Vicky house. What up, Cornelius? Brian Hendricks in early this morning. Brian, what up? Be Smooth in the Mickey Vicky house. Lavette Lee's in the Mickey Vicky house. Lavette, good morning, mama. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. And there's the man, the dominator himself, Armando Emeterio. Lara, Junior. Junior, what up, papa? How you doing? That's my dog there, Junior. That's my man's in them. But Shawn Walls in the Mickey Ficky house. Yes, TGIF, baby. Baby, I'm telling you, I'm fired up. I had a great workout this morning at CrossFit. It is the Christmas weekend. A lot of good stuff going on, man. You know what? We all got shit we're dealing with. We all got bad things in our life. How about we focus on the good things? All right? Be thankful for, I don't care what you celebrate, Christmas, Hanukkah, Festivus. I know. I just think of, when I say Festivus, I just think of Mr. Costanza. I just think of Mr. Costanza. You know what? Oh, Jesus. Whatever you celebrate. All right. It just enjoy it. Enjoy it. Enjoy it with your family. Enjoy it with your friends. Enjoy it with your loved ones. All right. Because we all know people who are going to celebrate this year without someone close. Okay. Whether it's Kwanzaa, whether it's whatever. We all know people who are, for the first time, are going to celebrate the holidays without their mom or their dad or one of their children or grandchildren or their siblings. All right, just make sure that we give a lot of care, all right, to those people who are going through the tough time. And just, man, bring it all in, man. Bring it. You know what? Enjoy it, because, man, as you get older, as all you guys know, our holidays, the family just seems to get smaller and smaller and smaller many times. All right. A lot of people leave us throughout the years. So enjoy it. Enjoy it. So, man, my man is going to join us in a moment. Sam O is going to join us for the top of the morning segment. I'm fired up. So we have a lot to talk about. But at 10 o'clock, my man, PLR, Paul Richardson from the AZ. Actually, I take it back. He lives in the AZ. He's from the West Side. He's from Chicago. But he covers Arizona sports out there. And we're going to talk Bears, Cardinals, Sunday on the lakefront. And I want to see what he's got. Is it an easy a win as it looks? And I get it. No win is easy in the NFL. I believe me, I trust. You got a good quarterback over there who can really cause a lot of problems. Actually, that's what I think is going to be the biggest issue for us, but should be a win for the Bears. We're going to talk to Paul. We're going to talk to Paul at 10 o'clock. All right. But first, I'm excited to have him back. He was doing something for NASA. We'll ask him when he comes on. He was doing something for NASA or for Apple, something like that. NASA, Apple, something like that. He was Mr. IT guy, whatever. He's coming. He joins us when he's not saving the world from the Nomad Network. My man, Samo. Samo, what's up, Papa? How are you?
What's happening? What's up, my guy?
What were you doing? You was doing some NASA stuff or some IT stuff? What were you fireproof in the White House or the White House? What were you doing? I don't know.
Nah,
busy.
Nothing that exciting. I wish it was that exciting, man. It's had to get some work done to end the year, man. Yeah, at work, in risk management is what I do.
Risk management,
Yeah.
Ovaltine. All my Seinfeld fans know what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir. So yeah, just ended out my year, man. Today is my last day at work for the rest of the year. So, wrapping everything up and getting everything settled for this year and preparing for next year. So,
man, Sam will get crazy love over here from Armando saying what's up.
What up, Junior?
Be smooth in the house, say Samuel. Levette Lee showing him some love. Cornelius Squalls. Samuel back in the joint. not that joint. We don't want him going to that joint. But he's back in this joint.
Yes, sir.
Michelle Wall, Big Samo. Man, that's I'm telling you, I'm feeling really good. It's a holiday weekend. Holidays, as I've gotten older, and the situation with my mom, it's caused me to really, and I appreciated it before. Don't get me wrong, I really did, but it caused me to appreciate it even more. As Junior, said, the older we get, the more goodbyes we have to say, and it always seems like every year there's hell. One of my buddies, the guy I went to grammar school with and high school with, all right, just passed away yesterday or 2 days ago. It's like, damn, dude. And then I found out another good friend of mine has cancer. It's like, shit, so as the holidays come around and the people that you care about, they're still here, it's really important for me. It's been important for me and become of paramount importance that I let people know that I'm close with, that I love them, and I try to do that throughout the year. And, life gets in the way sometimes, but, just a quick text. Hey, man, just think about you. Hope you're good, man. We'll, let's try and catch up. Cool, man, whatever. But it's a good weekend. I'm going to see a lot of family starting tonight, today, Sunday, Monday. It's going to be good, man. So I'm excited. And I want you guys to be too, and spend time, even if it's once a year, then you really should cherish it, because, man, you don't know how many more once a years you're going to get with them. So let's get back to sports, man. I'm fired up. Hey, guys, my man Samuel's going to join us for the first segment, and you know how we do. The first segment of every show is called Top of the Morning.
It won't come just when you want it. Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you.
The first top of the morning topic: which way do we go? Which way do we go? Which way do we go? You know damn well where we going. The Bullies, baby. Woo, Charlie. What, a 3-game win streak now again? Look at that picture, Samo. Look at that. Look at that. They beat the San Antonio Spurs 114-95 yesterday. Let me tell you, that was a game. Hey, I thought Pop was going to retire. He's like, oh, we got the number one pick. We got Wemby. I think I'm good for another 5 or 6 more years. I'm good. I ain't mad at him yesterday, man. Let me tell you, Kobe White. Dude, if Kobe White is not an all-star, there will be a riot. It'll be worse than a Capitol riot of January. I tell you, Kobe White led the way with 22.6 boards, 5 helpers. DeMar DeRozan, he had 21 points. These are 2 of Patrick Williams, 18 points. Dude, my man is up there. And then the walking double-double himself, he didn't get a double-double, but Andre Drummond, 12 points, 8 boards. That dude is a man among children.
Yes,
Woo!
sir.
Good game yesterday by the Bullies.
Yeah, it definitely was, man. It's good to see our Bulls finally arriving, man. And Kobe White is turning out to be a young star, exactly what we thought we were getting when we drafted him out of Duke. And
North Carolina.
no, excuse me. Yeah, you're right. North Carolina. I'm thinking
Them
about
fighting
another-
words, dog. You might get a death threat.
You're right. My bad, Kobe. Yeah, Kobe is the man. Kobe is that guy that we thought he was gonna be. It's good to finally see that happening now that I think Zach LaVine is sitting out, and we're getting to see Billy ball being played. This is the brand of basketball we've seen from Billy Donovan down in Florida and in Oklahoma, when he didn't have a bunch of stars on this team, but he had a bunch of guys that could play ball, and everyone shared the ball, and everyone got involved and played good, deep, solid defense, and it led to wins. That's what we're finally starting to see here. We're seeing our young players starting to play a lot better, and Patrick Williams as well, and Ayo Sumo. This is just exactly what we want to see. Now we got to go ahead and unload that guy Zach LaVine to a team and be very careful about who we do bring in. onto this roster because we want to continue to play this brand of basketball, and if we got to get whoever comes in to buy into this system.
Samuel, let me run something by you. What if we don't move Zach? What if we don't move Zach and he realizes the error in his ways and he realizes how well this team is playing without him and says they can play better with me? I just got to get in where I fit in. DeMar's doing it. DeMar's doing it. And DeMar's he's a veteran. He's got a Cornelius, we're on the same page, Papa. DeMar's doing it. Why can't Zach? And I'll tell you what, if Zach buys into this type of offense, dude, I don't know how, if we'll get to the finals, we may get there once or twice, but I think we'll be contenders for the Eastern Conference Finals every year. Every year, as long as this group's around. But he's got to buy in. The athleticism of Zach, the youthfulness, and Zach's still only 28, bro. He's still only 28. I know he's been in the league for 15 years, but still. So you got young guys, and Zach's, man, you get Kobe pushing it on the break. Zach pops out to the three, whoop, give it to him, corner, stand, spot up shot. Good. I mean, I can see it now. So if he does, what do you think? Do you think it could work if Zach comes back?
If Zach buys into the system, the Bulls, like you said, are contenders for the Eastern Conference Finals. You know, because they're going to be a team that could outscore any team in the league at that point in time. Because Zach is a pure scorer, man. We know what Zach can do when he's bought into a system. We know that Zach can score, but he has to buy into this system and be willing to share the ball with the other guys and not be as selfish, not stop the ball when it hits his hands. And if he does buy into the system, I agree with you, man. The Bulls could be a lot better with Zach LaVine than they are going to be when they unload Zach LaVine. It's up in the air. It's up in the air. The thing is, I just don't see him buying into it. I think that relationship has been ruined. And, some of his trade demands and some of his passive aggressiveness on the court, not willing to shoot the ball when he was last on the court, passing up open shots, stuff like that, that doesn't die out easily. So I don't know what that relationship is like with him and Billy Donovan. But if it could be mended, I agree with you that this team would be better suited with Zach LaVine, because I don't think we're going to get a player of Zach LaVine's caliber back in the trade. So what we're going to be looking for is a good draft pick and hoping that we can draft a guy that could be as good as or better than Zach LaVine in the future.
What if he's traveling the team, he's sitting on the bench. I mean, we're in the middle of a 6-game homestand, but so of course he's going to be there. But what if him seeing that makes him feel a certain kind of way? Because if a team starts winning without you, bro, they were 7-3. They're 8-3 now without you.
Mm-hmm.
That might make you feel a certain kind of way. And one, it could be like, all right, let me get the hell out of here. Or two is, damn, maybe I was the one holding them back. Maybe I was the problem because DeMar's adjusted and they're winning. I hope it's the latter. Because if we said you add Zach LaVine with the right mental makeup, with buying into Billy Ball, come on, man. Now we're cooking with gas, dog. And that's, whew. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see, because, he's only got another 4 to 6 weeks on an IR due to inflammation. So apparently we'll see. But if he does come back, because no one wants that contract, nobody wants that contract. That's why they haven't been able to move him. Like, sorry. That's why his inflammation is 6 weeks.
Ideally, right. It's going to last right up to the trade deadline.
Yep. And hopefully they can unload him to that point. But, man. But keeping it moving, the next top of the morning topic, the Bulls, they host Cleveland tomorrow. All right, at the United Center. Tip-off is 7 p.m. You can catch that game on NBC Sports Chicago, or you can listen to it on their flagship station, 670 a.m. Well, the next top of the morning topic. Where are we going? The Blackhawks, baby. The Blackhawks. Yay. The Blackhawks. They host Los Habitantes, the Montreal Canadiens, at the United Center over on the west side. Or is it West Town now? See the what? It's gentrifying. Yep. So it's West Town now. It's not the West Side no more. It's West Town. Anyway, they host the Montreal Canadiens. Another Original Six franchise. Puck drop at 7:30 tonight over there at the United Center, the house that Michael built. You can catch that game on NBC Sports Chicago, and you can listen to that, or you can listen to it on their flagship 7:20 a.m. The team had a big win a couple of days ago, and they're exciting, man. And we understand where they are. They're in the middle of a rebuild, but they're still freaking exciting.
Yeah, I agree, man. This is a winnable game as well. You're at home. Go ahead and beat those Canadians up right before the right before the holidays, man. Hey, we got a young budding star, man, in Connor Bedard, and that's what we have to be excited about, man. I keep saying it every time I'm on the show, man. Bedard is leading the team in goals with 13 and 20 assists as well. Like those are some great numbers, and the season isn't even done. Those are great numbers at end the season for some guys. So, man, let's continue to see him develop, man. I'm liking the fight I'm seeing in those guys. I know that we don't have the best roster, but those guys are fighting in games. They have been fighting a lot stronger in these previous last few games. So, I want to continue to see that and continue to see him develop. And let's see where this thing goes, man.
And funny you mentioned Connor Bedard, because the next top of the morning topic, Connor Bedard had a guest in the house, a rather tall guest. I think this is awesome. Connor Bedard is #1 overall pick in the NHL draft that was went to us, the Chicago Blackhawks, and Wemby was #1 pick in the NBA draft, which he went to San Antonio. They met yesterday at the United Center. Dude, I thought whoever the hell thought of this, mad props. Mad props. So they exchanged jerseys, which was pretty cool. They got to get Wemby. Just some little check out his hockey skills. Look at Connor's laughing. First of all, you had to get like a big ass stick, a longer stick for him. He's 7'4", crazy butt. He showed him around the locker room a little bit, and I just thought that was a really, really cool idea. And actually, they have an interview with them, so it hasn't been released yet. So they're gonna release that eventually. And I just thought that was really, really cool. They showed some of it on the news last night, and he was just talking like he doesn't follow hockey, per se. He's from France, but the one thing he said, he goes, "I heard about you." He goes, "I heard about you from before." To Connor Bedard, like, dude, that's got to be done. But Connor, he's only 18. Right. I mean, so his name has traveled all over the world, and I just thought that was the coolest thing. Like I said, whoever thought of that to get them there, Wemby, the #1 overall pick in the NBA, and him, I thought that was just brilliant. I think that's going to be really cool when they finally release the interview.
Yeah, that's great, man. It was great to see two young stars from the league, both leagues, man. These guys are going to be stars for the probably next 15, 20 years in both of these leagues. Bedard looks like the high school kid, like a high school kid standing next to the Wemby, man. It just looks so crazy to me to see the size difference in those two guys, man. That's crazy, man. That is crazy. Hey, I'm happy to see both of these young stars, man, having early success, man. I wish that Wemby was a Chicago Bull so much, man. That would be a dream. Like the Bulls are lacking that star power, a young star that we could be happy for years to come. And I know that's coming for us. I know we have some young talent on our team, but that star of the league, a guy like Wemby, we're missing, but we have that in Bedard in hockey right now. And we should be happy about that. Even if you're not a hockey fan, if you're a Chicago fan, you have to be excited about what we have in Connor Bedard, because he is the Wemby of the hockey league. And we should be excited about that and know that we have championships with that on the way. Like they're coming. They are coming. And we might end up with a dynasty once they build this thing out around him, man. I'm excited for that to happen and for that time to come.
And you should be. All right, this is and what I think would be really cool is if these two guys, because they play in the same season, like they play in the same time. The finals are done in June, and the Stanley Cup Finals and the NBA Finals. Like if they became friends, I think that would be so freaking cool, man. That'd be dope. I think it would, man. That'd be something to, just to follow along. Watch what is going on over there in LA. The next top of the morning topic. The Dodgers. Los Dodgers. What the fudge crackers, man? The Dodgers signed Japanese right-handed pitcher Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Yamama what? No. Yamamoto to a 12-year, $325 million deal. Man, dude. But, it was made possible by Shohei Ohtani, the signing, but him deferring most of his money, where he's only getting $2 million per year here in Chicago. I mean, in LA for 10 years, only $2 million. Dude, what they've done, the Dodgers, bro, what the Dodgers have done is insane. And it's legal. Don't get me wrong. It's legal because everything has been collectively bargained. What they've done is they've spent $1.16 billion on 3 players this offseason. 3. Peep this. Yamamoto, Glasnow, and Shohei Ohtani. $1.1 billion. That's
insane. You're absolutely right about that, man. I know you saying it's legal, man, but if I'm the other MBL owners, man, I'm pissed about this, man. Just seeing this, and I think it was a clever move by the Dodgers to even get representation from Ohtani to agree to something like that, a deferred payments. And this is not a deferred for, a year or two. We're talking about 10, 12 years down the line is when he's going to start receiving money. And then even at that point, I think it's a stretch of 8 or 9
years.
10 years. 10. Yeah, 10 years is when he's going to be receiving funds. So the time value of money there, theorem just doesn't seem like that was a good idea for Ohtani there, man, for him to agree to something like that. So it's crazy, insane to me, but it's absolutely clever by the Los Angeles Dodgers because what they've done is created a powerhouse of pitching right there. And, we all know that pitching wins championships, especially in, during the playoffs, when in those October months. Good pitching, it stands out, and now they have 3 of the best in the rotation, and they're going to be tough to deal with. And then you have also the hitting ability of Ohtani, man. Hey, Dodgers are winning. They've just created a dynasty there, and they're not even paying for it right now. That's sick.
Yeah. It's I'm wondering if it opened Pandora's box. Where a lot of other teams going to defer. And and Shohei Ohtani, I have to give his people credit because he's dealing with California tax. He plays for the Angels, or he played for the Angels, all right. And so he knows what it feels like to be taxed like a son of a gun, playing in California. So for them to say, hey, we'll defer most of it, because I don't see him as one of those dudes who's popping bottles at the club. You know what I mean? He's not. He doesn't. That doesn't seem to be him. He's not buying, crazy nonsense cars and all this. He seems very conservative. So, you got $2 million. First of all, he's got the money he's already made. But then, do you need to live off more than $2 million a year? I mean, what are your expenses? If you haven't, lived up to your means, if you live well below your means, $2 million a year. So, I think it's a great move by them. It sucks for the rest of baseball, but now you know what? Sports are a copycat entity. So I wonder if a lot of other people are going to do the same. And for him, it's great because now he can get paid. So after the contract's up in 10 years, now he gets paid another 10. Now he's getting real money and most likely he's going to move out of California, probably to a state like Florida or Texas, a state that doesn't have state income tax. Because you can't run from Uncle Sam. Let's keep that in a buck. Uncle Sam going to get you. You're going to get that bread. Better have my money.
Yeah.
He ain't going to play. But you can go to states that don't have a state income tax, and you can save money there. So I'm thinking that's probably what he's going to do. And you know what? More power to him, Papa. You know what? If I was in that situation, that's something that I would have to explore, and I would most likely do because it makes a lot of fiscal sense.
Absolutely. It's clever dealings by the Dodgers organization and his representation to even think of something like that. And I agree that we will see more of this coming up in the future in sports. We'll see how it goes, though, man. I wonder how that works out if, let's say, one of these organizations get into a bind and they decide to file bankruptcy. Then, is there protection in his contract against a situation like that? Is he still going to be paid, even though that defer if an organization that's not as valuable as the Dodgers, let's say a Cleveland organization does something like this, and then they get into $1 billion in contracts, or they start losing revenue, or at some point and decide to file bankruptcy, then what happens to those contracts? Are they still obligated to pay those guys? And is it still within the agreed time frame? I'm guessing that lawyers and everyone are smart enough to protect the player against something like that. So
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. There has to be. Unfortunately, there's with the money that the Dodgers are going to make. And I thought about it and think of all the licensing rights that they could have, all hell, the jerseys, just the Ohtani jersey. I have this other guy, so now you can have his jerseys. Just think of all the streaming platforms that you can have. Like the Dodgers are on their local cable, so now people are going to be able to subscribe from Japan. That's a lot. Even if it's $19 a month, think how many people. I mean, what if there's a person who says, what if there's like a million subscribers? That's $19 million a month. A month.
yes.
Baseball 6 months. You know what I mean? That's almost $120, 120 million a year, just from streaming to Japan. You know what I mean? So the Dodgers they're in a good position, man. You know the old saying, man. It's if I'm paying you $700 million, what the hell am I making? What the hell are the Dodgers making if they're able to sign these people to these contracts? So, hey, I'm happy for them. But the only thing is now the Dodgers got to win.
Yep.
Dodgers have to win. They can't be, oh, well, we made it once the last. No. The Dodgers need to have a permanent seat for the National League. They need to be the representative for the National League for the next 10 years. Because you spend all that money and you don't get to the ship. I know you're making money behind the clothes in the kitchen, but you want to win. You want to win. You want to win World Series championships. So we'll see how that plays out, man. We'll see. Top of the morning topic. As we prepare, baby, I'm fired up. We're preparing. The Bears are preparing. All right, the Bears are preparing for their matchup Sunday on the lakefront. Interesting 3:25 kickoff. I don't know why they have two crappy teams kicking off the afternoon schedule, but hey, whatever. You can catch that game on Fox, Channel 32 here in Chicago, or you can listen to it on their new flagship station this year, AM 1000. Your thoughts going into this game, Samo?
Man, winnable game, man. We bringing the Arizona Cardinals, dragging them out of that nice, warm stadium in Arizona and into the cold, brittle weather here in Chicago. And, we're going to beat them down. That's what we have to do, man. Let's pound on these guys, jump on them early, man. Let's hit them hard and often. I just want to see a physical game early and often. And I think those guys are going to end up folding. I'm hoping the weather, drops a few degrees to at least 15 degrees down there in Soldier Field. And, that wind is swirling down there. We want to really beat up on these guys, but we have to come prepared. That's the one thing that I am worried about is us being prepared by our coaches and ensuring that the game plans on both sides of the ball are going to be up to par, just up to par, and so that we can beat this team. Like I don't want to just win; I want to beat this team.
I do too. And unfortunately, this is the game. See, the Bears had to mess around and lose last week because I would say I would be okay with the Bears losing this week because it drops Arizona down. It
Mhm.
drops them down in the draft position, and it would leave them at 4. Washington jumps to 3. If we could trade with Washington, this is my mind's thinking. If we could trade with Washington, they need a quarterback. They're going to jump up. We talked about Ryan Poles already showed his ass first time,
Mhm.
and he's getting picks and a player, and
Mhm.
then we still get to get Marvin Harrison Jr. All right, because I don't know. I think they're sold, and we'll ask my next guest at 10 o'clock. Paul Richardson, we're going to ask him if they're sold on Kyler Murray in Arizona. Because if they are, then they're going to go get a wide receiver as soon as they can. And I would really hate for them to jump up and snatch Marvin Harrison Jr. the way the Rams got Aaron Donald the pick before us. Is it
Yeah.
2014?
Yeah.
2014, and dude, I was at Illinois Center for Broadcasting then.
Yeah. To see the player that he became after that,
Man.
you hear about guys being good players and everything, and and that's like, yeah, well, yeah, we want this guy. Like, yeah, like he looks like a really good, like he's going to turn out to be a really good defensive tackle, and to see what he's become is just crazy, man. Like he's been the best defensive player in the league probably for 5, 6 years or so, like the best in the league consistently, like
Yep.
one of the most dominant guys. So, yeah, that one stings. So we don't want to miss out again like that on a generational talent, as they like to
That
say.
is a generational talent.
That
Yes.
is a generational talent there. Yeah.
People throw that term around so frequently, Samo,
Mhm.
like especially with these quarterbacks, that is a generational dude. That dude is 300 pounds with a six pack,
With a six pack. Yeah. He
like
looked
not a
he,
bodybuilder. No, I get it. You're 300 pounds with a six pack. No, he's an athlete. An
mhm.
athlete. I was like, man, dude, this dude is a freak of nature. So, man, can the Bears do it this week? I think so. What do you think? Who do you think steps up and has a big game on the offensive side?
On the offensive side, man, it's going to be that 1-2 connection, man. DJ Moore to and Justin Fields, man. Those guys are going to connect. Uh, they should have a really good game. Arizona's passing defense is just at the bottom of the league. They've been terrible all year long.
Yes.
So I want to see those guys, continue to have some success and to show some promise. Maybe we get Darnell Mooney involved, man. I'm sad to see what's happened with Darnell Mooney over this past year, man.
Yeah.
Him and Justin were like joined at the hip last year or the year, yeah, last year, but really the year before that. And to see that connection is completely lost, it looks like right now. And let's get him back in the fold, man. Get him some balls, man. We know he's probably on his way out as a Chicago Bear, but I would still like to see him have some success here on the team. And I'm with you, Sean, on not minding losing this game. I didn't want to say that out loud, but I'm with you. I absolutely agree with that. Like, I want to see a competitive game, but I wouldn't mind if we lost this game just because of the draft implications.
Yeah, and it's gonna be fun. And the thing about it is that if we had and people talk about it, look at my guy Coach T. What's up, Coach T? Talking about I'm down on Luke. Like, and that's the thing. Like they do have a chance. Arizona legitimately has a chance with all their issues over there, with guys missing on the offensive. They have a chance because this offensive play calling is so bad. It's so terrible.
Mhm.
And they need a turnover here, a turnover there, create a short field. That's the sad part, But yeah, I do a draft position. I would love it. And I literally hope it falls away. I mean, if we beat them, okay, fine. I'll take the win. You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
I hope it plays. We're able to play it out the way that I'm envisioning it. Because man, if you get Marvin Harrison Jr. after trading down to 3, So you get a haul plus that. Whew, I'm
Yeah.
liking it. I'm liking it. So uh,
I'm with
we'll
you.
see. We'll
I'm
see.
with
Hey, Samo, great stuff, Papa. I appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in. And before you go, man, two things. One, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Festivus, whatever you celebrate. Happy holidays. I just hope you have a good time with the family. And, you know, time moves fast, man. And just enjoy it with family, friends, and loved ones.
Absolutely. You too, man. Enjoy it. Happy holidays to you and everyone out in the chat, man. And I just want to echo what you said earlier on the show, man. Love on your loved ones, man. Because I think we're all getting up there in age, and the older I get, I'm understanding that a lot more. Like you have to love on your loved ones because tomorrow's not promised to anyone. We're at that age right now where our loved ones are passing more and more. Like it's just crazy to me dealing with some things within my family as well. So yeah, absolutely. Love on your loved ones. Enjoy the holidays with your loved ones. If you're mad at one of them, call them and tell them come on over and play some spades or some dominoes and work all that out.
Or help make some tamales, damn it.
Yes, sir. Eat some good food, some tamales, some whatever you like. Whatever you like. Tamales, some dressing, whatever you want. Enjoy your loved ones during the holidays.
Dude, great stuff. We'll talk to you next week, Papa.
Yes, sir.
All righty. Guys, that's Samo from the Nomad Network joins us here in the top of the morning segment. We're going to take a quick break. At any other side of the break, talk a little more. We got some stuff to talk about. So don't go anywhere, folks. Keep it locked right here. Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago.
Hey, it's your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms. On Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel, you can find us at Sports Zone Chicago. And on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
Time out. How are you feeling right now? Happy? Excited? Angry? Overwhelmed? One of the best things you can do for your mind health is to name what you're feeling. It can sharpen your awareness and help you talk about your feelings with someone you trust. Here are 3 questions to ask yourself. Where are your thoughts right now? In the past, the present, the future? Do you notice any sensations in your body? Is your heart beating fast? Is there a flutter in your stomach? Or are you fully relaxed? What do you need right now? Time with others? Time to yourself? Remember, there's power in this awareness. So find ways to identify what you're feeling today.
Hi, guys. Hey. Hi, Megan. Hey, Jessica. Megan, you're a tramp. Brian Fitch told me you guys made out. Everybody knows. He said your breath smells like garbage. And he almost puked. He says you're the most desperate girl he knows, besides your mom. How many boyfriends does she have anyway? Lots? Your makeup makes you look like a clown. That zit is huge, zit face. Ugly.
Hey, bud, what you doing?
I'm playing with cars.
Cars? Can you show me what a car does? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on a second. First of all, this is a school zone. So you need to put down your cell phone, stop texting, and let's get to driving. Now you're coming up to a stop sign, right? You need to slow down and stop before you hit that Y line. I want you to look left, right, left. You don't want to get hit by a car going on your left, and to your right to make sure you don't get sideswiped by a guy coming from your right. You're coming, and you see a crosswalk. You better slow your horses down, because the #1 rule of driving is always yield to pedestrians. Now stop, pull over, and you are done driving. Gosh, what do they teach you kids in school nowadays?
Hey, it's your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms. On Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel, you can find us at Sports Zone Chicago. And on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
Got it done here. Ouch! And we're gonna make sure you lit this time. Ouch! You're not gonna get me this time.
Ow, Manny!
Whoops! Let's try an easy one.
Williams rotates it to DeRozan. Bounces it to Vucevic. Caruso using the screen, taking it into Wenda. Over the course of this year, when to attack, when to pass, when to run offense, and when to shoot. And Caruso shooting right movement. Into Drummond with the jam.
That is a nice weapon to have.
There's Dosunmu, he floats it.
And it's one of
inside to Drummond, banging away on Collins, got it to go. Drummond continued to come off the bench. White 30, long 2. Nice finish by Dosunmu.
Welcome back to Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago. Those clips courtesy of NBC Sports Chicago. Those were the Bullies, baby. The Bullies looking good. I like it. I like it a lot. Man, you know, you're wearing these teams down. You're running up and down the court. This is a Bulls team that I'm really happy to watch. All right, I'm really happy to watch. The Bulls are 8-3 in their last 11. Okay, what kind of shit is that? 70% winning, 70% winning percentage over the last 10. The Bullies. I like it. I like it. You know, you watch Zach LaVine and you wonder. I wonder what's going on through his head. What's going on? Like, man, they're balling without me. They're balling big time without me. And I asked Samo, you know, what if they can't get rid of him? What if no one wants that contract? They don't feel he's that kind. And now he's got to come back. Now he's got to come back to a team that has played so much better without him. So much better. Had to be careful with those Christmas fireworks. Tell him, Junior. Tell him. Oh. James, thank you, Papa. I appreciate it. Oh, man. But as I said, this could be, things happen for a reason. And this could be the reason getting Zach to buy in. Zach understanding, because let's be honest, your representation knows exactly what the hell this is about. You now, Zach, know exactly what the hell this is about. Nobody wants you. Nobody wants that contract. Nobody in the league. So you're gonna have to. You're able to get a max contract for the Bulls. Okay, are you man enough? Can you put your ego aside to say, hey, let me play the way Billy wants. Let me get in where I fit in and play this way because they're winning. They're winning without me. I want to be part of this winning. I want to be one of the reasons we're winning. I don't know about you, but I'd be like, that would cause me to conform and fall in line. Because you want to be known as a winner. You want to be on a winning squad. You want to be on a perennial playoff team, an annual playoff team. And you want to be one of the reasons that your team is in the playoffs every year. So, Zach, what do? Do you conform? Or do you still need the ball in your hands? Play iso ball. That we're going to find out. Because those 6 weeks that he's on IR or, for inflammation, they're going to go fast. They're going to go real fast. And the question is, how good is this winning? Is their winning? Is the record going to be without you? Because you hear from the fans, you hear it on social media, and if you don't, your family and your people and your social media people hear about it. They're so much better without Zach. There's so much. Hell, they've even asked your head coach, and he had a bullshit away around that question. They asked Billy Donovan that. He's like, well, it's Zach. We're working with Zach, and it's unfortunate what happened to him, and he just completely danced around the question. Fred Astaire, twinkle toes. Just danced around the question. Crazy. But we'll see. We'll see how it affects him. And whoever's closest to him, has his ear, should say, look, here's what you can do in this offense. Here's what you can do if you decide to buy in. You won't get as many isolation shots or one-on-one, but you may get a lot more shots just running through the flow of the offense, cutting to the lane. With your athleticism, come on now. It's a win-win. So, I don't know. I'm excited to see how this plays out. I'm really excited because this Bulls team, bro, I would have lost the house if anyone had said, hey, let's bet that the Bulls do this. And the Bulls win 8 out of their next 11. I'll take it anytime. I'll take the under. They win 8 out of their next 11. Well, I'd have lost the house. I would have lost the house. So, I don't know. We'll see. Kobe White needs to be an all-star. That's my last point before we go to break. Kobe White needs to be an all-star. No ifs, ands, or he's putting up some phenomenal numbers this year, and they're coming in wins. He's a huge part of the victories of these last 8 of 11 games and all season. He stepped up, and I think we're starting to see the maturation of Kobe right before our eyes. The maturation of Kobe, and we're going to need that. We're going to need that moving forward. But I think that's what we're seeing, and I like it. I like it a lot. Well, let's take a quick break. On the other side of the break, my man PLR, Paul Richardson. Paul Richardson is going to join us from Arizona. We're going to talk Bears. Talk Bears Cardinals. I'm looking forward to it. So don't go anywhere, folks. Keep it locked right here. Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago.
Fields a run for 17. Back he goes. Here comes Chubb. There goes the ball. Touchdown! Jones will walk at the left tackle. Time for Fields. Now he'll accelerate to get the first down and break tackles, and he's off to the races. Oh, he got a terrific block.
For every generation, it has started with the call to serve. Discovering the purpose and the belonging earned with the title. Learning to dig deep and push through adversity together. Defending our nation and its people. It is a life of great worth and reward. But Marines are never really finished serving. Their commitment comes full circle, visible in communities across our country. This is Semper Fidelis, always faithful, always Marine, marking a path for the next generation.
So I've come up with the family emergency plan.
Great. What is it?
It's difficult to talk about, so I'm not telling you.
How will we know what to do?
You won't.
I'm so glad I won't have to remember anything.
And me too. Thanks for this, sweetie.
Talk to your kids about who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Search Ready Kids at nyc.gov or call 311.
This year, my mom got me the perfect bag for back to school.
These colorful binders help me stay organized.
These headphones are just what I need for studying.
These new sneakers are just what I need for the new year.
This jacket is a real must-have.
My parents got me the skateboard I wanted. It's pretty cool.
These scissors really come in handy in art class. These colored pencils, too. These new socks, they can be a real lifesaver.
I finally got my own phone to stay in touch with my mom.
DJ Moore, they're trying to single him up top.
Fields looking, backside pressure. Fields spins away. Going the other direction now. Fields on the run, throws for the end zone. Komet with the catch. Touchdown.
And there he is, Myles Garrett almost had him. He gets out of the vice grip, starts moving around, and that's when things get dangerous if you're a defender. When you see number one out on the move like that, are you kidding me? Flip your hips.
Yep, another run. Handoff to Johnson, and Johnson breaking free. Roshan Johnson across the 25. Second and 11, Browns rush 4. Fields over the middle. There's DJ Moore with the catch. And a first down.
Welcome back to Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago. Those clips courtesy of Fox. Those were our Bears on Sunday at the Mistake by the Lake in Cleveland. Just couldn't put it away. just couldn't put it away. So third collapse this season of double digits or more, or double-digit lead in the fourth quarter. Frustrating as all get out. All right, and people want to blame Justin Fields, and he has a part to blame in that. Don't get me wrong, he has his own part. My fault and blame goes all onto the majority of it on the coaching staff. You just don't put them in good positions. And you have players who didn't live up to their, who just looked like they gave up. Darnell Mooney, all right, on the 4th and 1, doesn't get a good block. All you had to do is get a bump on the dude and let Justin Fields get to the outside and run, but instead Justin Fields gets tripped up. There's a lot of different things. But we're hosting the Arizona Cardinals, and my next guest is the guy I want to talk to. He's Chicago, man. He's Chicago born and bred, although he lives now, and covers the Arizona sports teams. And I want to get his thought on it. So he is with the Sports Cave out there in Arizona. You can find him on Twitter at PLR on sports. Guys, let's welcome back to Shawn and Maya. My guy, Paul Richardson. Paul, what's up, Papa? How are you?
It is rainy here today. It's been coming down for about 2 hours straight, but even with that, I'm still in shorts in December, no matter what.
We're in shorts over here too, Papa. It's going to be almost 50 today.
It's a heat wave.
I'm telling you.
Yo, bro, thank you for having me on this morning. It's beautiful though. There was a stretch where we didn't get rain since March 3rd. So it was really the desert. So it's coming down today. It is beautiful. You know how we do it in Chicago, man. If it wasn't so early and I didn't have things to do today, I would be smoking a cigar, sitting on a patio at a cigar spot with a cigar in one hand, looking at a Sprite, and just going through doing sports work.
Dude, it's great, man. I love it. I was thinking if the rain stops, I was thinking about having a stogie later out on the patio. Because I haven't put the patio furniture away. I just have it covered. And because it should have been gone already, but the weather's been so nice, and there even a couple of days when it was kind of cold, I look at the 7 day it's going to be 50, I'm not putting it away, and then it rained another couple of days, but then 7 days later it's going to be 50, going to be 60. I'm like, so I still have my patio furniture out in the patio just covered, so I just take it off and sit out there. I think I'm gonna do that as long as it doesn't rain. I gotta check the 7 day. It's gonna be man, dude. There's nothing like sitting on the patio. I'll take a little drinky drink with me. I got the craft ice cubes. I got a big sphere, or I got a big cube to put in my little drinky drink. And
see, you can do that at home when you don't have a 12 and 14-year-old. Can't smoke cigars at home because you will hear, "Dad, I need. Dad, can I?" So you have to leave to be able to get away from that. It's a must.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Hey, man. Oh, hold on. AC Adam, good morning, Papa. How are you? Thanks for tuning in, man. I appreciate it. Let's talk about this game. It looks like a very winnable game for the Bears, but I was a little concerned. All right, you got this quarterback named Kyler something or other who's pretty damn good. And, when you have a player like that, you have a puncher's chance. Remember, the Bears had a puncher's chance a lot last year with Justin Fields. We didn't have much of an offense. We didn't have number one receiver. Our running game was still kind of in flux. But, man, he kept us in, 7 or 8 one-score games because we had no defense. That was gutted down to the studs, and he kept us in games. You guys have a quarterback that can keep you and win you some games. How do you see this game playing out on Sunday?
You know what this game reminds me of, and this is obviously, there's no doubt I'm a Bears fan, but I'm out here, cover sports out here, like you said. But this is being at a nightclub when you're single and it closes at 3 and it's 2:55 and you haven't gotten one number and you're trying to find that number to get. These are those two teams at this point. They both have a quarterback that can do magnificent things, but sometimes don't always do the simple things. They don't have star receivers per se, even though the Bears now have one. Cardinals have Trey McBride, good, very, very good tight end. Both defenses are very suspect. I know the Cardinals have 32 sacks on the season, and part of the reason they don't have more is because they give up. They're like a sieve when it comes to running. You could run on them all. I mean, you could run on them all day. So rarely are they ahead. So they never get to pin their ears back and rush anyone. And so it's kind of like the Bears last week. I'm watching them, and I heard you on a comeback talking about blame. Hell, I watched Eberflus call the worst sequence of plays I've ever seen in my life. You got a bull in the backfield named Foreman. Maybe you want to give him the ball on short yardage plays. And so as I watch these two teams, it's really like watching two teams that are very similar, that get in the way of themselves. And so it's going to be interesting to see which team can get out of their way long enough to actually win this game.
You know, I think that's a great assessment. You know, Luke Getsy is our OC, and I've been critical of him since he first got here. And my issue, and I posted last week, I posted before, but I posted last week, and I said their lack of a short yardage, a jumbo package, is going to be the death of us. It was been before, and it's going to be now. All right, we've done the tush push, we've done the tight end tush push, we've done jet sweeps. We try to pitch to DJ Moore when they thought we were doing a tush push, like all this cute stuff. All right, this is the Chicago Bears. Okay, why can't we, like Detroit did a couple weeks ago? Like who the hell did we just play that we just lost?
Cleveland.
Like why did Cleveland did it? Why can't we report an offensive lineman is eligible as a wide tight end, keep him moving, and have him but a head start, kick it out, trapping a 3-tech, trapping a defensive end, trapping a blitzing linebacker? Why can't we do that with the fullback in the backfield and Deontay Foreman behind him? Sometimes you just don't need to be cute. We got 1 yard and we're coming right here. Stop us if you can. That bugs me because we always do all these little cheap things, and it's his refusal to do that is one of my biggest criticisms. And I just hope I don't got to deal with him for another 3 games because there's nothing powerful. There's no identity for this offense.
You know, it's funny because the Bears played the Cardinals, I think it was 2-3 years ago. And you had me on and we were talking about the Bears and the Cards, obviously. And your same thing was about Matt Nagy. Why are we doing this cute stuff? Why are we running jet sweeps? Why are we jet sweeps? Why are we not putting a lineman as a lead blocker? Why are we doing? And it's funny because organizations, and I'm a firm believer in people getting out of the way and being successful. The Bears and the Cardinals, for whatever reason, can't do that. So organizationally, at this point, you have to start saying, is it the coach or is it the organization that's not demanding a change? You traded in a coach that didn't do a good job for a coach that comes from the other side of the ball, gets an OC that's now another cute guy. It doesn't matter. If you don't change, if you don't break what you do and become uncomfortable, the outcome will always be the same. And the Bears, for whatever reason, along with the Cardinals, have this thing about breaking what they do. Now, the Cardinals went a different direction. They got rid of Cliff Kingsbury, who was just god-awful. I mean, dude didn't win in college. How he got a pro job is beyond me. But Jonathan Gannon seems to be getting the buy-in and the ear of what's going on around here. The problem is the Cardinals are void of talent. If we're really just being honest, like I said, Trey McBride is a very, very good up and coming tight end. Buda Baker on defense is very good. But if there's a 55-man roster and I can name 3 people those 2 along with Kyler Murray, and everybody else around the country will be like, who's that? Who's that? Who's that? You have a problem when you know that the average fan doesn't know a lot of the players on any one team as much as the NFL has talked about and celebrated. But in saying that, Jonathan Gannon, with him having the ear, I do think this team will slowly get better. They should have a high draft pick. I know they're battling the Patriots now for that number 2 pick, which is something you never want to do, is say I'm battling for a high pick. But this is a team that needs so much talent. They need a playmaker. James Conner is a good running back when he's healthy.
Yeah.
So you have to get a playmaker. The one thing that the NFL, certain teams, and these 2 teams, like I said, mirror themselves. You got a playmaker at quarterback. Both teams do. The Bears now have a playmaker at wide receiver who, for whatever reason, they don't target him 12 times a game. I don't get that, whatever.
Yeah, here we go.
But in this game today, you cannot sustain 12 play drives. You have to, at some point, be able to take the top off. And for whatever reason, these teams haven't progressed to 2023's version of the NFL. We're still playing 12 plays, 10 plays, 9 plays. Sometimes you just need a 2-play drive. And we could say what we want about Pat Mahomes and his receivers dropping balls, but I dare anybody in the NFL to say, give him the ball with 2 minutes left with receivers that can't catch, and you feel good about that situation because he's going to find a way. Our teams don't find a way. And that doesn't come from the players. That comes from ownership down through management, down through them. And I think that's what's disappointing about both teams, and especially for a team with rich tradition like Chicago, and for a team that with Kurt Warner, when they had Kurt Warner in the building, they did remarkable things. And it's a shame, and I don't know if he says no, I don't know if they even ask, but I'm trying to figure out how the Cardinals want to have that guy in the building at least 5 times a year, doing something, promo work, ambassador to the team. He has, and he's embodied what winning is. And the Cardinals, for whatever reason, my opinion only, they don't tap into that enough.
You know, I'm hoping that this new regime, and I'm talking about Ryan Poles, Kevin Warren, who was just hired after Ryan Poles, which is kind of backwards, but that's neither here nor there. I hope that they're the mitigators. They stop the bleeding, and they make good football decisions. I like what Poles has done. I love what he's done in the draft. I love how he's acquired players via free agency, via the draft, via trade. Okay. I love what he's doing. And, you know, people are like, man, we drafted those 2 corners, you know, Kyler Murray and Jesus, the other dude. I can't even think of it. 2 years. Brisker. So you drafted those 2 DBs, and why would you do that? All of a sudden, that DB, that one of the why'd you do that, has 17 tackles the other day. He's like another linebacker, and all of a sudden, like, oh shit, this dude does know how to evaluate talent a little bit. The fact that he wanted some of the D linemen from Washington, but he's like, hey, from Carolina, like they're like, nope, like okay, you know what? Give me DJ Moore. I like the way he's thinking, and I think that this guy with one more draft. With this offseason, I think the Bears going into 2024, I think the Bears will be a much improved team, and I think the Bears will be a very, very dangerous team for the rest of the NFC.
I'm going to flip this on you. I'm on the show with the man himself, the SuperBack, right? So I'm going to flip this on him if he doesn't mind, if he gives me that permission. So I'm going to ask you this question: with things being flipped, with everything happening, if Eberflus gets blown out, do you reset the clock? Do you give yet another offensive coordinator a shot at Justin Fields, or do you move him, get that pick, use your pick, or flip your pick, keep the Carolina pick, get even more to add to what Caleb Williams would do, get a proper coach, not the old quarterback coordinator for Aaron Rodgers, but get a proper head coach and a proper OC, reset your money, start all over. What would you do if you're in that seat?
I'm keeping Justin. All right, because wherever Justin goes, Justin's going to have a new coordinator. So if he goes to Atlanta, he goes wherever, he's got to learn a new system anyway. So I'm keeping Justin. I know what Justin can do. I've seen him in the NFL. I've seen him. I haven't seen Caleb Williams in the NFL. I've seen Caleb Williams in college. I've seen him struggle. I've seen him do phenomenal things in college. I've seen him struggle a lot in college too. So I personally am not sold on Caleb Williams. I think he can be a very good quarterback. As far as generational, people got to stop throwing that word around. It's like, oh, he's a GOAT. He's a GOAT. People don't, it becomes, it's not even hyperbole. It's just like everyone's a GOAT. Everyone's generational. Everyone's this. Everybody's that. No, if you're generational, you don't go. I mean, he won a Heisman. Hats off to him. How many college football playoffs have you won? Have you been in? None. How many Pac-12 titles have you won? None. Okay, so you throw the ball all over the field. Okay, give me a team. Give me a guy who can lead a team, and that's where I'm at. Keep Justin Fields. Get him a dude. And I was on with my buddy Ken Davis, and he was like, "Why are you afraid of?" I said, "He said, why are you afraid of a quarterback, a coordinator leaving?" I said, I'm not afraid of a coordinator leaving. I said, I just want to get a guy that I know is going to be here. I said, because my thing is this: Justin's had what three coordinators in 4 years. All right, going back to Ohio State. Why not give him some stability? All right, give me a Greg Roman. I know Greg might be thinking about, Jimmy, what are you doing in Ann Arbor? Because am I joining you? Okay, cool. But if I'm the Bears, I'm getting him on staff now. I'm getting him in the building. You're my offensive consultant is who you are. All right, the players get to know you, and when it's all said and done, you're in the building. I think Eberflus is staying. So now I have no problem doing a Rick Renteria to Luke Getsy. And he knows he's going to be the passee. He's our Lee Harvey Oswald. Sorry, I know it, but it's the way it goes. Give me a Greg Roman who's not trying to be a head coach. So he's going to be here 3 or 4 years. You give me a coach that Justin can believe in, because Greg Roman's he's only worked with Colin Kaepernick. He's only worked with Lamar Jackson. He's only worked with this type of skill set. I think it's a great fit. I don't restart the clock. And then people talk about the money. No, don't worry about it. You have 4th year, you have a 5th year. You pay you pick up his 5th year option now, and it's going to be $30 million, 15 per. He gets 6 this year, next year, and about 23, 24 in his 5th year. So it's about 15 per. You got that time. And if you don't think Justin Fields is the guy next year, guess what? You could trade him at the deadline, because we're going to have 2 first-round picks in 24, 2 first-round picks in 25, 2 first-round picks in 26. I can go get another quarterback at that particular point. But don't do that to this kid, because this kid is going to be special. You saw what he's done at Ohio State when he has talent, when he has time. He wasn't running all over the field. He was sitting back there picking you apart like a surgeon. Okay, well then go get him some wide receivers. Go get him an offensive line and let him pick people apart. See if he can do that at this level. I mean, that's what GM, the SuperBack, would do.
With the GM SuperBacks, blow Eberflus out and bring in Ryan Day, someone that's familiar with him and someone that knows his talent set, and be able to get him in the right situation.
If Ryan Day is available, I would strongly consider that, because they are good friends. They've been back and forth tons of time. I would strongly consider that. I like Eberflus. The main reason that two main reasons why I'd keep him. One, the defense is playing phenomenal. Okay, that's the secondary reason, because you can come and get another good defensive coordinator who runs a 4-3 scheme, and he's like, oh man, look at the Merry Christmas to me. But two, most importantly, he hasn't lost that locker room. To keep a locker room when you lose 14 straight and not have anybody chirping off at the mouth is something. That means they play for him. They will run through a brick wall for him. And that means these players want him and respect him as a man. Now, he's going to make mistakes. He's made mistakes. He was a rookie head coach. This was his first time going through the thing. Last year, you stripped his defense to the studs. Come on, man. You expect him to make great decisions when you're getting your ass kicked? And this is how he made his living as a defensive guy. And you're literally snatching his soul, saying, we're no more Roquan, no more Akeem Hicks, no more Robert Quinn, no more Bilal Nichols. And you want him, you know what I mean? Yeah, he's going to make mistakes. And I think, truth be told, I think there was a conversation had saying, look, here's what I'm going to do with this team. It's a swift kicking. It's that like the Chinese meme where that dude just keeps kicking that dude and the other Chinese dude in the nuts. Like, yeah, the guy's like, oh, take it. Your defense is going to suck. We're going to rebuild it in 24. And then in 25, I will be able to properly evaluate you. So don't worry, you're going to take a lot of heat in 24 or 23, but in 2024, I just hang with me for this while I do this to your defense. But in 2024, I can really evaluate you, but we'll be able to build a defense. We'll have more on the offense. And that's what I think happened personally, because there's so much politics in this game. It's not even funny.
Well, I will tell you this on this end, on the Cardinals end, I almost believe the same thing. Jonathan Gannon has not lost his locker room. Kyler Murray is like the blue pill or whatever the color of the pill was in the Matrix. If you just watch this kid play, and I know there was talk about do they move on from Kyler Murray? I don't see it. He's a special dude, and I'm going to agree with you on one thing you said for sure, because baseball does that bull crap, and I know we talked about this. They'll trade a guy for 9 prospects, but you never hear about the prospects because you already know what the one guy can do, but I'm going to trade you for 5 dudes that I hope can do what you do. That makes absolutely no sense. Where the Cardinals are picking, I don't want Drake May. I don't know what Drake May can do. I've not seen Drake May behind. I've not seen Drake May in the playoffs. What people forget about Kyler Murray, and the one thing that the Bears are going to have to be careful with, is every time you think you have him, you don't. Because he's little, your tackle angle, and someone told me this, your tackling angle has to change. You can't hit him like you do a 6'2" guy, right? Because one, if you go up top, that's a flag. And if you try to get too low, he's athletic, he's jumping over you, and he's gone. I saw this team just be terrible. In spite of Cliff Kingsbury, in spite of Keim. And Keim was a god-awful GM who needs to shut the hell up talking about all the stuff that people do wrong when he completely screwed the pooch out here. But that's another story. Kyler took a team that sucked, turned them into a playoff team because of him. He gets hurt. They couldn't beat a local junior college. He comes back and they're competitive with no talent. He's the dude. And I think that, again, in similarities with both teams, leave him alone. Let Gannon develop the defense. You have now an offense that has balance. Use that pick. And the one thing that I do love about football is we all know that if you're drafted in the first 3-4 rounds, you could probably be an everyday player no matter what. Flip that 2 pick and go fill holes. You're not one player away. You're not. If they go out and get Drake May and get rid of Kyler, it's not like he's going to come in and be the savior. So I personally think the Cardinals should flip their pick. If they end up at 3, which they probably will because the Patriots really are god-awful, flip their pick, move down, do the infamous 2 picks for 1, flip a pick in your round, and go and get some dudes. They really need a playmaker wide receiver. And there's this guy at Ohio State whose dad was really good, who may be really good, that can still possibly be there if they do the right 2-3 swap with the Patriots. Let the Patriots get their QB and they get their wide receiver. And I think that's the way to go.
All right, do me a favor. Don't blaspheme on here again. We want Marvin Harrison Jr., damn it. Dude, and here, dude, and I said before this last 5-game stretch, it's like, you know what? It's the Bears could go 5-0. I'm like, I know Cleveland's going to be tough as shit. We had them for the most of the time. I said, but if we go 4-1, I said, I want them to lose to Arizona. I want them to push Arizona down. I said, I want Washington in the 3 spot. I said, Washington needs a quarterback. Sam Howell is not the dude. And you have this generational talent at quarterback, so go get him. So trade with Washington. But we've already seen Ryan Poles show his ass. He's asking for a player. He's not just asking for picks. I need a plug-in player now. You don't want to do it? Boop. Next. Who's next? Who's next? Who's on line 2? Okay, he's going to get a player. I know they just signed Deron Payne. Maybe you can come off of him. Maybe you get off of it. You know what I mean? And now you got a 3-tech. You got an edge. You got a 3-tech. We just drafted a 3-tech at Javon Dexter and have him in rotation. We just reset. I said, all of a sudden, now that things are good. I want that to happen. So we go to number 3, and we can take Marvin Harrison Jr. because it's going to be something like Peyton Manning had. And this is what we can do for Justin Fields. You have a stud wide receiver, like you had Marvin Harrison. And what do they go get? A stud young wide receiver, okay, in
Reggie Wayne.
87, Reggie Wayne. So now you got a stud veteran receiver, you got a stud young receiver, and as a veteran receiver 2 or 3 or 4 seasons down the road, just Father Time's undefeated. As his career is coming to an end, this guy is ascending, and he's still got a stud number 1 receiver when the Hall of Famer retires. That would be perfect. That's my vision for this with Justin Fields. So we'll see how it plays out. Stay away from Marvin Harrison Jr.
Don't take our vision out here. He could wear shorts in December if he out here. He go to practice in some basketball shorts, t-shirt. Chill. You don't have to put on a parka to go to practice. I know y'all practice in a bubble, but you don't have to you got to turn the heat on, let the car warm up. You got to do all that. And you'll be a rookie. He's got to warm up other people's cars. You got to do all that. And come on down here to Arizona.
He's used to it. He's in Ohio. He's used to the weather. Don't change. Don't put a penguin in Arizona. Come on, stop it.
I do know that we're talking Bears, but I got to ask you real quick before I know you got to let me go soon. Why are my Bulls winning without Zach?
Because he's ball dominant and wants to pound the ball, and then everybody stands still while he shows that he's the best scorer on the floor.
Oh, they look good last night.
Dude, they won 8 out of their last 11.
They look good last night.
And the problem is nobody wants that contract. That's I don't know if you heard. He's out for 6 weeks with inflammation.
Yeah.
When was the last time you had inflammation to hold somebody out for 6 weeks? It's like no one wants your inflated contract. That's what it is. They can't get rid of.
Just do me one favor with whatever pull you have with that team. Do not, please, with everything, I'm begging you, do not trade him for the Lakers and D'Angelo Russell and bail them out of that contract and take some of these throw-in players that they don't need. Please do not help the Lakers out by taking their not wants off their hand. Please call everybody you know and tell them don't do that.
Why? You don't want? You're a little annoyed about the in-season tournament championship banner.
If I hear them called champs again, look, I understand the business aspect. I understand why the NBA has to push this. I understand why there's a directive out to players to talk about it like it means everything. I understand them hanging a banner. I get it. Don't hang that banner next to those other banners. And I do not want to hear them called champs. You are not a champ in the regular season. We are not Europe. This isn't Europe. I think the tournament was good. I thought it was good that Tyrese Halliburton had his coming out party, and people really now know who he is. I like the idea. Don't get me wrong, but please stop putting it on the same level. It's not on the same level. It was fun. It was good to watch. The standalone games are brilliant because nobody watches basketball before Christmas. And you know me, basketball is my number one sport to cover. And no one watches, but a standalone game before Christmas, people watched. I loved it. Love the idea. It's not the same. It is not the same. So yeah, that banner crap is, and here's my question: ever since the Lakers went all in to win that, they've lost like 5 out of 6.
They lost to us the other day,
and they went and lost last night to Minnesota. So I don't want to hear that nonsense. Championships are won at the end of a year, not in the middle.
I hear you. So who do we got to look out for on defense for your Cardinals? I mean, I know you got 1 first-round pick on there, a couple second-round picks. Like the defense is leaves a lot. Who should we concern with on the defensive side of the ball for the Arizona Cardinals? Because I anticipate Justin coming out with he hears all this nonsense going on from the local and the national pundits. Who do we need to be worried about when we have the ball?
Buda Baker. To be honest with you, like I said, the problem is you can run on this team. And if you can run on this team, it sets everything else up. If the Bears legitimately have a good sequence of plays, they really should beat the Cardinals.
Well,
because
there's a problem, bro.
Because defensively, we are almost last in quarterback pressures. We only have 32 sacks. We don't get to the quarterback. And there's no containment with what they do. Buda Baker is pretty much he's the band-aid to everything. He will support the run. He'll drop back and pass. He'll do whatever you ask him to do, and he'll do it well. He's a Pro Bowl player. But this defense needs work. Gannon does a good job of masking things, making things look like they shouldn't look. But if you don't have Steve Smith said it best, outside of Buda Baker, again, my opinion, they're a bunch of Jags. Just a guy. Just another guy. They're not, they're not USFL talent, but they're not NFL guys yet. Now they can develop, but if it's all captained by Buda, the problem is they don't get a lead enough for their guys to really just get after you. So they'll play tough, but you'll look up and fourth quarter, they'll have a lead. You look up, fourth quarter, now they're losing. Or third quarter, they have a lead, and third quarter, they're losing. Or worse, we'll get what happened to us in San Francisco, which is kind of unfair because San Francisco beats the brakes off of everybody.
At home.
But that kind of showed you they couldn't stop the run. They couldn't stop the pass. They got no pressure on Brock Purdy. Even when they knew he was passing, they get no pressure. You cannot be successful if you can't pressure the quarterback. And if there's a running quarterback sitting back there, if you can't pressure a guy that doesn't move, how the hell can you pressure and then contain a guy that can? I think the Bears win this game easily, to be honest with you, because defensively, we just don't have a lot. And then when you flip to the other side of the ball, Rondell Moore, let me ask you this. Do you think the Bears defensive coordinator's game plan is worried about stopping Rondell Moore? Are they worried about stopping a second string running back?
No.
I mean, in fairness, they don't have the only thing that the Bears defensively have to do is say contain and spy on Kyler and make him make tough throws. Now he can make tough throws, but make him make someone who's not that good beat us. Hell, the Bears have a stud young cornerback in Johnson. You're going to roll him on their best receiver, whoever's healthy that day, and then make someone else beat them. I just don't see it happening. Plus, it's in the cold. Cardinals are a dome team.
Yeah, it's going to be 50 out here.
Oh, well, there's hope. Keep hope alive then for us.
See, the thing I'm worried about, and guys, we're joined by Paul Richardson, PLR from the Sports Cave over out in Arizona, talking Bears, Arizona, Bears Cardinals game here on Shawn and I in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago. The thing that I'm worried about is that you just told me that this team is not good at stopping the run. So right away, my thing is, okay, we just go in 21 personnel and pound them. But our offensive coordinator is like, they don't run the ball, they don't stop the run. Let's go 11 personnel, and that's our offensive coordinator. Like, there's no, I've said it repeatedly, and I even tweeted it last week. Our lack of a jumbo yardage package is going to be the death of us. Like, we do not line up and just punch people in the mouth. Like, we have the talent. We've got Mercedes Lewis, which is a great inline blocking tight end. You still got Cole Kmet, who's a good blocker. You can go 22 personnel. 22 personnel. Just have DJ Moore flip sides. All right, you're flanked out this way, you're flanked out that way. Doesn't matter. And just run the ball down people's God-blessed throats. Yeah. We don't do that. And that's the thing. Like, certain things, sometimes people, and this is a problem with a lot of offensive coordinators, is their ego. They want to be the smartest guy in the room. You need 1 yard. Why are you having Justin Fields roll out and having his run contingent on a block by a wide receiver who's kind of checked out in Darnell Mooney? And that 4th and 1 last week, all Darnell Mooney had to do was get like a hip check or just a bump on the linebacker. Didn't do it. Dude trips up Justin, falls short of the line of gain, turnover run down. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no, we're not doing that. We're bringing in a lineman. He's eligible. He's in motion. He's kicking out the defensive end. We got a fullback. We got Deontay Foreman. We're getting this one goddamn yard. We don't do that. We don't have that. We don't have that mentality. And that, my friend, is what's going to kill us for the last 3 games of the season until he's fired. Because I'm yelling at the top of my lungs like, dude, you cannot continue to do this and expect to win games. Some people even said he's a transfer double agent. I'm like, no, I don't think he's double agent. He's just not very good. But I'm worried. Yeah, I'm worried. I'm worried about not doing what's necessary. With Justin Fields can get off, but give us 25, 30 carries between the 3 running backs. Give him 25, 30 carries. That's going to open up everything. But nope, that makes too much sense. It's only the way football is played, but that makes too much sense.
Well, like I said, the thing with you guys this weekend, you've got to find a way. If the Bears want to win, you got to contain Kyler. Everything the Cardinals do revolves around him. I mean, and I don't know how often you get to watch him, but I promise you could really think you got this guy bottled up, and he'll sneak out of the bottom of a sure sack, and now you're running, and that's what makes his receivers better. That's what makes Rondell Moore and Hollywood Brown and Trey McBride. That's what makes them better, because when he's on the move, if you're in a man, you've got to come off and pay attention. Yeah. Because if you look up, he's 30 yards down the field, and you're like, good Lord. And the one thing Kyler's done since he got hurt, he doesn't take dumb hits. Kyler will get out of bounds, or he will get down. He's a baseball player, so he knows how to slide. So that will be your goal. If you have any hopes of beating the Cardinals, contain Kyler. I know the defense, everyone says, what will the defense do? Doesn't matter. Don't get in a shootout with Kyler. And I really think, people have said you must be crazy. When Kyler Murray is healthy, he is a top 10 quarterback in this league, because he can pass from the pocket, and he can get on the edge, and he can make all the throws, and his arm strength is incredible. He's that dude. I know he's like a 5'9" version of that dude, but he's that dude.
Well, we got the 6'3" version. You got the 5'9" version.
But you know what? I will say this, and Bears fans will get mad at me for saying this. He's a better thrower than Justin. He doesn't miss easy passes. And I'm not saying Justin always does, but there are times Justin can miss an easy pass, and I'm throwing stuff at the TV. Kyler doesn't miss those passes. His accuracy is better. I think it's because he was a quarterback that's a runner. He's not a running quarterback. And I think there's a difference between the two. He can sit in the pocket, and I think him being such a high-level baseball player, and I'm not saying he's Pat Mahomes, but when you're a high-level baseball player, accuracy means a lot, because you have to hit a dude in a baseball field. That's anyone that played baseball knows it's easy to miss the dude you're supposed to throw to. So I think that really helps them a lot with accuracy, because that is emphasized so much in the other sport they were so good at. So I really think that helps, and I think that you're going to have your hands full with Kyler this week.
And I'm looking forward to it. Talk to me about your tackles. You know, we just made a trade for this guy named Montez something or other, who's pretty good. He leads 2 franchises in sacks in the same year.
Isn't that sad?
It's crazy, and it's sad. Yes, he is 6. I think it's 6 over in Washington and 6.5 here. And if he finishes out, that'd be the first time it ever happened in the history of the NFL. But this guy's a baller. This guy's a baller. This guy's a multiplier. Whatever you want, whatever adjective you want to use, this guy is it. How you guys going to try and handle him? Because he's going to have a tough time trying to get that little stroke. It sounds like we're going to be chasing a chicken like Rocky. That's we got to get Murray, because that sucker just choo 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 choo. But you know,
honestly, I think you have to treat him the same way you treat Micah Parsons. You have to run at him and double him. I really believe that. If you run away from him, if the Cardinals try, and I'm talking the non-Kyler runs, if you're trying to run on the Bears, don't run away from him. He's going to chase you down. He's going to get you. You can't take 7 5-step drops. Quick, back, ball gone. Kyler Reed, 1, 2, not there, take off. But if you're going at him, you got to treat him like Micah Parsons at this point, and you got to go at him, not away from him. It's the only player I've ever seen where you didn't use that was the dude that plays out it with the Rams online. I can't think of his name right now.
Goff?
Oh
no, Goff is in
no, the defensive lineman for the Rams.
Oh, the guy that drafted in front of us, freaking no, I just forgot his name too. Mr. 300 pounds with abs, that joker.
Yeah. That's the only person that I've ever seen where you don't run at and double, because somehow he gets off that double, he slaps both your blockers in the head and still tackles your guy.
Aaron Donald, there he goes.
Aaron Donald, Mr. Freak of Nature. So anyone else, I think you have to put the pressure on him, because the key is going to be to wear him down. If you run at him consistently, chip him, double team him, chip him, double team him, chip him, that's the only hope. And I think the Cardinals can do that. Honestly, it's a tough position because both teams want to win, but both teams want the pick. What fans want the pick, teams want to win. Players don't want to lose.
No.
And as I looked at games this week and picked the games, believe it or not, I picked the Cardinals in the upset because I don't think the Bears defense can handle Kyler.
He's my only concern. He is my only concern. And unfortunately, just like Justin gave us a punching chance a lot last year, Kyler does too. And it's tough when you can't corral a quarterback. And like you said, you talk about buying time, talk about scramble drill because you're playing man, and all of a sudden you hear the quarterback go. Now DBs are in conflict. Yeah, I'm concerned. So before we let you go, Paul, I appreciate it, man. Give me your pick then. You said upset. What do you got for a score?
Cardinals, Bears, it won't be 17-14. That'd be too easy. It'll be something like 22-19. Some off script score, 18-16. I think the Cardinals will win by at least 2 points. At least 2. So I don't remember the betting line, but I got the Cardinals in a 22-18 barn burner with Darnell Mooney dropping a ball out of his stomach while laying on the ground and letting it pop up. I don't know how the hell you do that. But because I know there's young people, I can't tell you the curse words I invented watching that nonsense.
Bro, it's probably the same curse words that I was using.
This is a tear at the heart. I will always be a Bears fan first. I just don't think there's an answer for Kyler.
Okay. I have 30-13, 30-17, 30-13. I put yesterday.
You have a blowout.
Yeah, I think Justin comes out and because there's a lot of talk, man. There's a lot of talk. I think he hears it. I think, and I think our defense is gonna not only get one score, but I think they might set up. If they don't get one score for sure, then they're going to set up one. But I think they're going to get one score and set up another score, or set up 2 short fields for the Bears to kick field goal. I mean to score.
Yeah, kick field. Seriously, this is the game that doesn't break my heart. I just have to make sure everyone understands this, because I get heat in Phoenix for it. I will always be Chicago first, except the Cubs. So always. I will never root for the Cubs. That's like rooting for that school in Tucson. That's like rooting for that team up in Wisconsin. That's like rooting for that basketball team in Michigan. Pro ball team. It will never, ever happen.
I hear you. Dude, great stuff, Up. I appreciate the time. As always, love talking. And I'm making plans to head out there for spring training. I need to get my travel game up a little more. So I will let you know when it's confirmed, and I get to kick it with you. Unless you're coming to Chicago beforehand, but I should be out there in March.
Hey, bro, why am I gonna come to the winter? You come to us. I
But
like
your
coming to
body
Chicago.
needs it, bro. Your body needs it. You miss this stuff.
Man, I
Why
like
do you
coming
got
to
the beard?
Chicago.
Why do you got the beard? It ain't protecting you. It ain't keeping you warm. It's making you hot. Come
But
in and
because,
feel some of the cold.
listen, because I've embraced my gray. It's not even gray, bro. It's white. But you come out here, we'll go to baseball games. We'll hit the cigar bars. We'll get about 4 sticks in a day. Get those stogies out of our system. Show you a good time as usual.
Dude, I almost picked up. I'm gonna go. Where was I at? You sent me the picture of one of those, a stick, and they had it. It was the hold on, the Placencia. I'm gonna pick that up next time. I'm like, oh, but they had a pack for me because I love Alec Bradley, and I was low. I'm like, do I get the 1 stick or do I just get this pack of 4? I'm like, let me get the pack of 4 because I'll have some. But I'm going back and get the Placencia and soon, and I was gonna send it to you.
Well, I will update you because I've smoked 6 different sticks over the past 2 weeks. So I got some fresh pictures to send you. What's good? What's to stay away from?
Excellent.
Thank you for having me, brother. Much love.
Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. Love you too, big dog. We'll talk soon. All right. Bear down, baby. Bear the freak down. All right, guys. That's Paul Richardson, PLR, baby, out in Arizona. Always a Bears fan first. He just covers Arizona sports out there. Man, that was I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to them, to our Bears. All right. Really, really, really handling business. All right. There's a lot of talk going on, but you know what? A lot of that talk gets squashed when you win. When you win. You like it, you Mother Hubbard? J2K. So while I do think Kyler's really good, he plays too much hero ball, and we've been getting turnovers. As long as our offense is scoring points, Kyler will press to make plays, and we could be able. Yeah, he's got to play. He's got to play hero ball. He doesn't have any receivers. All right, any good receivers. He's got a couple of jags, a couple just a guy, just guys. You know, so yeah, he's got to play hero ball. You know, why do you think he became so good? Remember, he had D-Hop for a minute. Who did he have over there? Was it D-Hop? Yeah, D-Hop. Man, listen, let's take a quick break. All right, let's take a quick break, and we're going to wrap it up because I'm still trying to decide how to do this on Christmas. Are we going to have the show? And I think we will because Christmas is Monday. It's the day after the Bears game. If it wasn't the day after the Bears game, then we definitely would. But my boss is he's on me. Like, you got to have a show. And I'm like, I don't want to have a show. But you got to have a show. It's the day after the Bears game. So we'll figure it out. Eric's been texting me. Hey, are we doing a show Monday? I was like, I don't know. I got to talk to the boss. Anyway, listen, let's take a quick break. We'll wrap it up with a bow. Wrap this week up. I am fired up. This is the last break of the show, the last break of the week. Man. So stay with us. Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago.
Off the fake. Fields against the grain. Finds Jesse James. Field. With time. Delivers down the field. And Cowboys. Made one way. Fields stumbling. Trying to cut it back. Justin Fields making magic happen. There goes Fields. Touchdown.
911, operator 901. Where's the emergency?
127 Brynmere.
Okay, what's going on there?
I'd like to order a pizza for delivery.
Ma'am, you've reached 911. This is an emergency line.
Large with half pepperoni, half mushroom.
You know you've called 911. This is an emergency line.
How long it'll be?
Okay, ma'am, is everything okay over there? Do you have an emergency or not?
Yes.
And you're unable to talk because...
Right.
Is there someone in the room with you? Just say yes or no.
Yes.
Okay, it looks like I have an officer about a mile from your location. Are there any weapons in your house?
No.
Can you stay on the phone with me?
No. See you soon. Thank you.
Hey, it's your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms. On Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel, you can find us at Sports Zone Chicago. And on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
When I'm flying, I put my helmet on, my visor down, my mask up. You don't know who I am. Whether I'm African American, Asian American, Hispanic, white, male or female. You just know I'm an American airman kicking your butt. I'm General C.Q. Brown Jr. Come join us.
DJ Moore, they're trying to single him up top.
Fields looking, backside pressure. Fields spins away. Going the other direction now. Fields on the run, throws for the end zone. Komet with the catch. Touchdown.
And there he is, Myles Garrett almost had him. He gets out of the vice grip, starts moving around, and that's when things get dangerous if you're a defender. When you see number one out on the move like that, are you kidding me? Flip your hips.
Yep, another run. Hand off to Johnson, and Johnson breaking free. Roshan Johnson across the 25. Second and 11, Browns rush 4. Fields over the middle. There's DJ Moore with the catch. And a first down.
Welcome back to Shawn and Maya in the morning in Sports Zone Chicago. Those clips courtesy of Fox. Those are the Bears on Sunday. I'm excited. I still don't know why the Bears are taking on the Cardinals Sunday. I don't know why it's 3:25. If there was ever a time for a 12 o'clock game, this is it. If there was ever a time for a 12 o'clock game, this is it. Man, do you realize most Mexicans and a lot of Hispanics, they celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve? You know what I mean? Like you got tamales to make, you got pozole to make, there's a whole bunch of stuff. You got last minute presents to be wrapped. Come on, man. But the NFL don't give a damn. NFL don't give a damn. I'm looking forward to this. I'm tired, and I think I'm done. I'm done with arguing or talking to people. When people listen to respond, not listen to understand what's being said. And I'm tired of these idiot people, local and nationally, who have nothing but negative stuff to say. I get, and they're talking about Justin Fields, and you can throw his record out there to back your agenda, but if that's what you throw out to back your agenda, then I know you don't know football. Okay, because there's a reason he's 8-27. There's a reason, specifically a reason. It's not that he's bad. And you know what? Even today, who was it? Was it Wiederer again? Was it Wiederer? Because we know how he loves. No, this was Patrick Finley. Look who's last when it's late. And they're talking about Justin Fields with 4 minutes left or less to play, and his team trailing. The Bears' Justin Fields has by far the worst passer rating this year among the 26 quarterbacks with 20 or more passes. Here's the top and the bottom. So Josh Allen has a 140.8 passer rating when you're down 4 minutes trailing. When you're trailing in less than 4 minutes to go. Jared Goff, 109.9. CJ Stroud, 107.9. Kyler Murray, okay, the guy we're playing on Sunday, 104.2. Sam Howell, Commanders, 101.3. 26 is Justin. He's last with a 22.1. And let me tell you, there are some things that, yes, I do put squarely on the shoulders of Justin Fields. There are. Okay? I have never, ever not held him accountable for his part in this. Okay? But to discredit what Justin Fields does, it says he's a bust, he's terrible, he's bad, is showing me that you don't know football. Now, the results might be bad. Okay? But the coaching is the most important thing. Like, how about this? When you go on a weight loss diet, everyone's about to, it's New Year. New Year's going to start. Everyone's going, I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to do this. I'm going on a health journey. Watch me. Yeah. Okay. What is the most important thing when it comes to losing weight or staying fit or getting in shape? It's not the working out. It's the diet. All right. It's the diet. You can't outwork a poor diet, which is why we have so many health issues in our country today. You can't outperform bad coaching. And that's the problem with the Bears. Coaching. And I firmly believe they haven't gotten rid of Luke Getsy because there's no one else to call the plays. I don't think Andrew Janocko, the quarterback's coach, I don't know if he's got the hang of calling the plays or a good grasp of the book. I know it's a year and a half in now, or almost 2 years now. But you can't outplay bad coaching. And people don't look at that, and that bugs me. It bugs me. Because I'd ask people, if Patrick Mahomes came here, if we drafted him here, would he still have the same success that he did in Kansas City? And everyone to a man or a woman, everyone to a person says, no, he wouldn't. And I said, well, why not? Well, he didn't have a team. It's exactly. So because you can't credit the coaching and the situation for one player and then discredit the lack of coaching and the lack of talent for another. Justin was probably the most decorated quarterback coming out that class. He did not win a national championship. He did get to the national championship game. He took his team to the college football playoffs twice. So he could play. He had coaching. He did well. His coach knew how to use him. He used him properly. If you don't get used properly, you're not going to. That's like asking an elephant to climb a tree. Elephants don't climb trees. It's not what they do well. So that's the thing. That's the thing. Look at the situation. He didn't have a number one receiver. He tore his defense down. He kept us in one-score games last year. He averaged 30. He led an offense that averaged 30 points for 5 straight games, and they lost 4 of them. Come on. We've seen him make every throw possible. Every throw. Sometimes he's inconsistent. Sometimes the receivers drop him. Whatever. But anyway, listen, guys, 2 hours has come and gone. I want to thank my guest, Paul Richardson, PLR on Sports out in Arizona, for coming on, joining me. I want to thank Sam Rush for joining me in the top of the morning segment, talking Bears, Bulls, Hawks. I want to thank you guys for tuning in, for giving me the love and support. I appreciate it greatly. And again, happy holidays, whatever it is you celebrate, whether it's Christmas, whether it's Hanukkah, whether it's Kwanzaa, whether it's Festivus, whatever it is you celebrate, happy holidays to you and your loved ones. Okay. Make them memorable. Okay. Make them memorable. All right. Take all the stupid pictures. All right. Act like an ass, act crazy, sing, do karaoke. If that's what you guys do, have people record it, do it all. Because at one point, those stupid little videos and those goofy ass pictures are all you're going to have left. Okay. Enjoy the holidays. It's going to be great. It's going to be really good. I'll be at Soldier Field on Sunday. All right. And I'm thinking about having a show on Monday. I think we will, Christmas Day. And I'll let you guys know for sure. Okay. But again, I appreciate the love. I want to thank big shout out to Elliot Baez, our executive producer, Clarence Council, our social media guy, my co-host Adam Sencha Maya, and big shout out to you guys, man. The love and the support you guys give, I truly, truly appreciate it. Make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you talk to your people about following Sports Zone Chicago. We're going to be on again tonight, 6 o'clock, 6 to 8. This show will replay at that particular point, take you into the weekend. All right. So for everyone here at Sports Zone Chicago, I'm your boy, the Superback, Shawn Sierra. All right. You got Second City Sports coming up today at 12:15. All right. Guys, have a wonderful, wonderful day. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful, wonderful holiday from everyone here at Sports Zone Chicago. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm very grateful for you and your support. But now I got to go pick up the warden from CrossFit. I am out.